24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. This is MM Radio.
Are you ready for triple shots on the rocks? The 24-hour music bar.
Let's go, Avenger!
Welcome to another Triple Shots on the Rock Show. And what can I say? We've already started with a bar fight. Is it going to go downhill from here? I don't know. That was CARBELLION, and hopefully any minute the phone is going to ring and I will have a surprise guest on the phone. Oh, I can't wait. If it goes off in there, you get it, okay? And just channel it through. You listening? Yes? You listening? Okay. Oh, it's ringing. It's ringing. Quick, answer it. Put it through to me. Put it through to me. Hello there, you are through to JJ Kane on Triple Shots on the Rocks. What's your name, my love, and where are you from?
This is Cameron, lead vocals, CARBELLION, based out of Wisconsin, USA, and excited to be here and looking forward to talking to you.
Well, hello, Cameron from the USA. It's not very often we get a USA person calling us, is it, love? No, this is marvellous. You are Cameron from CARBELLION.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, my lovely. I played us in with Bar Fight. Which I absolutely love. And thank you for agreeing to come on the show with me. I'm going to play you another track now, A Listen for Ghosts. Okay, so all you guys out there listening, this is a CARBELLION with me, JJ Kane, and the track is Listen for Ghosts. Oh, I hope you don't hear any love. I'm a bit frightened of ghosts.
Candles flame. Empty stages, MacBook sages, fist bumping, repeated phrases. Mesmerize the empty mind. Lie down on my tongue. And the pain whispers that the jury's hung.
Oh my goodness, there was a ghost. You could have told me about that. I didn't sign up for Ghost Loves. Oh, God. Oh, Cameron, I am back with you, my love. Are you still there on the phone?
Uh-huh.
You are good. Darling, tell me, what first inspired you to become a musician?
Oh, that's a good one. What inspired? Well, I'd say, kind of coming up and growing up, I mean, at least for me, and I think a lot of band guys and girls out there, it's kind of like maybe you're not the cool kid in school, you're not the athlete, you're not the, I don't know, like I gotta say the cool kid, prom king type, prom queen type person, right? Yeah. So you get into something else. You kind of dive into some of that introversion and get with people like you when it's not, that are, kind of like-minded, a little artsier maybe, kind of want to do something a little bit different. I think that's how you get into bands. That's how you start, writing music and then playing music and kind of, really diving in for inspiration into some of the bands and musicians that are out there.
I see what's going on back there. All right, USA, we're going to play you another track now from the album. Sit back and relax.
I'm gonna do
Katie the Backseat. And the band is CARBELLION, and have been playing them on my shows for quite a while now. So you're in a triple shot session with the band. That's easy to say at this point of the show. Oh dear. We'll try saying it later on. Right then, tell me, I have another question for you. Who do you look up to as a musician, as an artist, or a band?
Yeah, some of the musicians I'm into, I mean, coming up, I was, you grew up on your parents' records and stuff. So I was into like classic rock, all the staples that you can think of, Beatles, Zeppelin, all that kind of stuff. And then you come up through I was a big, as a kid, I was a big Foreigner fan, still am today. Kind of came up kind of what I call barbecue rock, that kind of late 70s into the 80s, kind of rock bands and stuff. So I would say that was kind of...
You guys look like an 80s rock band.
Right. And then somewhere along the way, not to date myself age-wise, but, the grunge era and kind of that 90s alt metal really hit home for me when I was kind of coming into really being a musician and being in a band. And so, I would definitely say, everybody from like Helmet and Quicksand and Pantera and, you could even say like the Deftones and some of that stuff, kind of in that early nu metal stuff, Sepultura, all that kind of, at the same time as like, punk was making kind of a resurgence then too. And then the grunge stuff, Soundgarden, huge influence, Alice in Chains, huge influence. So yeah, it's like musicians I would look up to. People who make a career out of it, I think about like some of these artists, it's like they've never done anything else, and here they are in their 60s and 70s, and it's kind of sad they're dying off because I don't know who's going to pick up that mantle of, lifelong career on top with a whole body of work. The kind of musicians that you should want to look up to, right?
Yeah, right. Where are those next generation artists that we are still playing, dare I say it, 40 years on? We're still playing the Beatles, 30 years on, we're still playing Status Quo, we're still playing Pink Floyd. Where are these artists? Where's Jimi Hendrix? They all seem to want one, overnight hit success without the longevity.
Totally.
I think it's all about fame these days. 5-minute wonder and having your time on TikTok or whatever. I don't know. For me, music and longevity. If you're an artist and you're a musician, you cannot stop after one hit. It's not right. It's just not who you are.
Yeah.
You are a musician and it's what you do. You can't do anything else. So, I love your band. I love it. It's pure rock and everything to me that it should be. How would you describe your music to your audience, to prospective fans? How do you describe it? Because sometimes it's really different to what people perceive. I know it was with my band.
That's always a tough one. People ask us to describe the band and, what does CARBELLION sound like? We're definitely like a heavy rock band. And that's what we've always kind of said. Back in the day, we'd always say American heavy rock. 'Cause it's kind of very self-defining. Hard rock. There's some metal influence, some thrash influence, some stoner rock and stoner metal influence. Even more recently, a little bit of that punk and roll action rock kind of sound. Definitely a grunge influence, though I'd never say we're a grunge band, but maybe post-grunge, and we've kind of thrown that out there a little bit. Kind of all of those things, Yeah. So it's tough to describe. Probably heavy rock. Heavy rock. That's probably the best single. If we have to throw it in a box, that's what I'd probably say.
Well said, my darling, because it is all of those things and more. We're going to play another track right now. So get rocking out there, guys.
Wrong in you, always wanting more.
with me, JJ Kane, and Cameron from CARBELLION. He has accepted my invitation to be on the Triple Shots show. What a brave man you are, my darling. What a brave man you are. I don't know whether they warned you about me. You know, I'm a little bit of a flirt.
Okay.
So, moving on swiftly, tell me, what are your creative sessions like?
Yeah, I'd say when we get together and jam and we're writing new material, I mean, everybody contributes. Usually starts with the riff. One of the guitar players will have something they've been noodling around with.
Yeah, that's enough for you in the box.
And that's usually where it starts. I'd say we're definitely a guitar riff. That's the launch. That's the launch for the new songwriting and kind of our, when we're going to throw down some new ideas and write some new songs. All of us contribute. I mean, it's not any one person. It's not just layering. More recently, I haven't been really coming with the vocal melodies as initially. Kind of been like working more against the songs. Like, so I'll wait till they've kind of got some basis and I'm contributing to kind of what should go to what, from a, just opinion perspective, but I'm not actually giving the melodies and stuff. I'm more kind of writing to the songs, because we just honestly have 5 very creative people in the band who want to contribute. So we're not driving it off of one particular thing as much as just like, that spark is usually that first riff. So, yeah.
Oh, I say, well, why is he like? He's always trying to get me to the bar, isn't he? You go, love, you go. We need another round of triple shots, please. Sorry about this. This is British hospitality, my darling.
Yeah.
Right, while he's doing that, let me ask you another question. Who would you like to collaborate with if you had the choice? Anybody in the world, who would it be? Apart from you, of course.
Yeah, I think who would I want to work with writing songs, trying to collaborate with? I think from my perspective, I'm going to kind of be selfish on this one and go, an influence and somebody I think would be really interesting because I really like his lyrics and I really like the songwriting. I think he's pretty diverse for heavy music. Pepper Keenan from Corrosion of Conformity would be somebody I think would be really cool to collaborate with on something.
Pepper! Yes, and I've just noticed you got a bug in your beer. You don't seem concerned.
No, I'm from the great state of Louisiana.
I told you to stop it.
Another guy might be maybe a little lesser known, but Phil Campbell from the Temperance Movement. I think he's left the band now, but yeah, UK band, UK guy. Beautiful voice, really raspy but cool. And again, writes interesting lyrics, cool melodies. I think that'd be another person to be really, really cool to write with and collaborate with. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what a smorgasbord of artists, eh? Flipping heck, wouldn't it be great if we could actually, just say, hello there, I am Cameron from CARBELLION, and you really need to write with me. That would be my approach.
Right?
But we all have our different ways of doing things. Right, this question I ask every band or artist or spokesperson for a band. What would you be doing if it wasn't for music? I would probably be, I don't know, in prison or somewhere restrained under guard. What would you be doing?
Yeah, if I didn't have music in my life, what would I be doing? I've thought about that before, right? Like, what would I do if I hadn't have been a band guy? If I wasn't a band guy, what would I be spending my time for that outlet for? I've always kind of liked film and cinematography, so I think I would probably be doing something short film, maybe something movie. I don't know if it'd be screenwriting. I don't know if it'd be making my own short films. I'm not sure what it would be, but I think something there that kind of ties in a creative outlet to me. I mean, like music videos are always super interesting to me, and I've always been pretty heavily involved in what we've done with them. So I think I'd be doing something like that. Yeah.
He's off again. What was that about? Honest to God. Do apologise, Cameron. I seriously do. You won't behave. Well, you are listening to Triple Shots on the Rocks. I am JJ Kane, and I have Cameron from CARBELLION, I can still say it, on the line with me. So tell me, Cameron, where have you played recently? Have you done any gigs? Has the COVID thing put a halt to everything?
You know, with COVID, we didn't play a whole lot lately or very recently, to be honest. I mean, kind of coming out of it, we've been so focused on really getting the record out, Weapons of Choice, out on Eclipse Records and Qumran Records. We really haven't been playing shows. We got stuff coming up. I mean, I guess that's probably, the more exciting part.
Yeah, right. Okay, so where are you going to be playing? Where can we see you? What are we doing?
Yeah, we definitely have some things coming up. We are playing April 15th at Bomblastica, which is Max Inc. Radio's big annual show. One of the headliners with that at the Wisco in Madison on April 15th. June 3rd, we're playing up Pet Skull Brewing in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, with our friends 20 Watt Tombstone. And another band. So I mean that's going to be a cool gig. And then probably the biggest one just in the one-off gigs, outside of touring right now, we're playing Rockfest 2023 of in Cadott, Wisconsin, which is major music festival, big camping. Headliners, the day we play the headliner, the main headliner is Pantera. Slipknot's playing, In This Moment I think's playing, Godsmack, 50 bands, 60 bands. I mean, huge lineup, camping, big 3-day festival in Wisconsin. So real stoked about that. And, beyond that, we've talked a lot about touring. I mean, definitely, do we want to get out there a little bit again, get back out on the road a little bit? There's been talk about some stuff in Europe, the UK, Scotland kind of area, northern England, and then we're probably down into London at that point. Some stuff in Germany, some stuff in Scandinavia. So we'll see what actually happens, but that's been flirted around with. We're recently talking about some stuff in New England, maybe, or down to Texas. I don't know. A lot of irons in the fire, but I think we'll end up doing something. So yeah, definitely stay tuned.
Don't you worry about that. We will. I'm playing you on all my shows, and I tell you, whatever I can do to get your name out there, I'll get it out there because you so deserve it.
Thanks.
I'm gonna play the last track from you. This is called Jungle Song. And then I'll get back to you and have another little chat. How you doing on the drink side of things? You all right?
Yeah, totally.
Good. I could do with a top up, love. Good.
Wanted me of this, my true
That was the final track from CARBELLION. That was a Jungle Song. Right, my lovely. I think we're down to our last round. So tell me, I have another question for you. Let me just check, see what it is, make sure I get it right, love, because I'm terrible at getting things wrong, and him in the box is useless. I've got it. What is your favourite song to play live? So you're at a gig, and, you know, it's like, God, I know I'm going to love this next one. I'm gearing myself up for it. And the fans don't know it. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
That's what used to happen in my band anyway. I had a favourite track, and I always used to sort of think, oh, I can't wait for that one to come, you know, because it gets the crowd going and I like singing it. What's yours?
Yeah, I have to say my favorite song, I couldn't pick one song. I'd have to pick like, maybe one from each one of our records or something like that. So we'll do it that way. Probably my favorite song from the first record, Villains, to perform live. I would say that's probably Sapphire Eyes. That was like our first like big rocker that we kind of all wrote together. So I would say Sapphire Eyes off of the Villains record, off the Horse record. It's our second full length. For that, I think my favorite song to do live would probably be Passage West. But, you know, we also Top Alcohol would be the other one. I mean, really just up-tempo rockers that are fun, super fun to play live. Our headliner EP, probably say Never, song called Never. That one's just another, again, a real rocker. You know, you can see a trend here with my picks. It's like the real up-tempo hard rock and show, you know, are some of the best to play live at shows. Off of In Due Time, I'd say Without a Trace. Our In Due Time EP came out, you know, 3-4 years ago, maybe a little longer at this point, something like that. Yeah, I'd say that would definitely be Without a Trace. That's still in the set pretty consistently today. And then off the new Weapons of Choice record, that's where it gets tough because, I mean, there's so many fun ones. I mean, Bar Fight definitely is great to play live. Pity the Backseat, crowd favorite already. So we've only played it a little bit, but I mean, when we have a couple shows we have done, it's been, you know, a super crowd favorite. So Pity the Backseat would be that one. That's probably for me. Yeah, there's some songs. There's some songs for you.
Definitely is, my love, definitely is. My favourite is definitely Bar Fight. I love that one.
Uh-huh.
Pity the Backseat. I am instantly in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. So I love that one as well. I love it all. I think it's an absolutely outstanding album, and congratulations on making it. One last thing. What message have you got to give to your fans or prospective new fans? What would you like to share with them?
Yeah, I think the thing I'd like to say, you know, to our fans, you know, who become friends, who become family, really, you know, is stay believing in rock and roll. I mean, as much as, you know, I get cynical at times, and, you know, I get a little sarcastic even in some of the songwriting with rock and roll is dead or rock and roll is a ghost, even self-quoting. You know, it's not. It's alive. It's just not always on the surface. You know, pop and pop country and some of the other urban music that's out there is really kind of taken over the mainstream in a lot of ways. And there's some good stuff out there in those genres. Don't get me wrong, but you know, for us, we're rock and roll people and hard rock and heavy rock, you know, and so for our friends and fans, you know, I'd say just keep believing, you know, stay true to it, hold on to it, cherish it, discover, look out there who's new doing it. There's so much stuff, you know, people say, I can't find, there's no good bands anymore. Well, you're not looking very hard then. There are a ton of great bands coming out all the time, making great music in hard rock and metal and in so many of the heavier genres. So that's what I'd say, you know, keep believing in it. That's definitely what I would spread.
Let the joyous news be spread, the wicked old witch at last is dead.
Oh, I say, my lovely, will you stop that? I've told you, behave yourself, all right? I'm not having you again. You just cannot get the staff these days. Students, I would bite my right arm off to do this. Stop it. Well, lovelies, this is one for the road. And it certainly is one for the road. It's Midlife Crisis, which I think I'm actually having again, by Faith No More. You have been with me, JJ Kane, you've been with him in the box, and we have been with CARBELLION, and I have loved every single minute of it, so thank you so much for being my guest on Triple Shots on the Rocks.
Say goodbye.
So thanks for having me on. Really appreciate the opportunity to talk about CARBELLION and our new Weapons of Choice LP that just came out on Eclipse Records and Qumran Records. It's out there digitally, online, everywhere, and all the streaming services and downloads and all that business. But then we've also got it, special edition vinyl. Really cool thing we got going on there on Qumran Records. If you're just trying to find anything about all this stuff and where to get it and all that, I tell you, if you can spell the word CARBELLION, you will find us online. CARBELLION. We are the only one. So, yeah, Facebook, good place to start, right? All the different streaming platforms. You'll find out plenty about us, and yeah, looking forward to talking to people out there when we get back out on the road. So yeah, thanks for having us, and we'll talk soon.
Well, I hope we do, my lovely. Thank you so much, and I wish you every success with the new album. Give it up, everybody. That was CARBELLION. You must now rush over to Spotify and download or play it on repeat forever and ever and ever. Amen. Thank you very much. Right, you in the box. I think we're done. Yeah?
That's all, folks.
Goodbye.
Turn on the good taste. Turn on MM Radio.